Hi everyone, and welcome to this video on DNA, Ancestry, and all the fun that it is to do it. It's the end of the year 2021, and I thought I'd always start off a video by showing you the biggest ancestry company in the country and probably around the world, Ancestry.com. They're running a special, $40 off on all DNA kits, or actually, they're offering a couple different bundles, so let's take a look at the offers real quick here. $40 off on their standard DNA test, which gets updated all the time, constantly throughout the year. And I've had mine for several years, and it's been updated 5 or 6 times, and it's always a thrill when it gets updated because you get new information. They keep improving everything that they do on Ancestry.com, and you get it all updated over time for that one low price. Here, if you want a 3-month membership to Ancestry.com to work on your family tree, you get that for only $1 more. That's a heck of a bargain there. And if you want a lot more, you go with the traits offer, if that's available in your state. A couple states it's not, for $149, and includes a 3-month membership fee as well. So that's the DNA portion, holiday sale here. And I just gave one away to a relative that I hope he gets good use out of it and matches up with more of family in our family tree. All right, so if you want to get access to 30 billion records and over 100 million family trees, you can get a gift membership or sign up yourself for Ancestry.com. And this one is running to the end of the year. You can send a gift by hitting this little box here, Gift Now. And it's so easy to start a family tree, and it's even free to start a family tree right now on Ancestry, as it always is. By the way, I'm going to sign in real quick here, and it's asking me to submit a code, so I just submitted the code and I'm into my account. That's a nice secondary security feature with Ancestry. You can set up a 6-digit number to be sent to your cell phone, and you would need that number to sign in. It's great way to secure your account. All right, well, I'm into my account here, and you can see on the upper left-hand side, I've got many family trees. Some are, things that I'm working on within my own family. And they're all free to start. If I click on here, you'll see my family tree, which is huge. I've got over 1,000 people in this tree. So, very fun to start. 1,186 actually is the total right now. It seems like it's growing so much, so fast. And I do a lot of research, so that's the reason why it's got a great amount of people to it. The more you research, the more matches you can find, and they're always adding new records. Here's a list of some of the new records they just added this month. You can see New Zealand electoral rolls, Arkansas naturalization records from 1907 to 1968. Find a Grave, U.S., constantly updated. And Italy, Find a Grave Index. Don't know if you've ever stumbled upon that, but it's a very nice resource to have at your disposal. And it started off with a website. Let me see if I can bring it up here and show you. Findagrave.com, which is the world's largest gravesite collection. Over 210 million memorials created by the community since 1995. So basically, it's a community of people that go around their prospective cemeteries and take pictures of monuments and gravestones, memorials, some famous, some not. Here's the famous link here. You can see where different people are born. George Washington, for example, Benjamin Franklin. And I did visit Benjamin Franklin's burial ground called Christ Church Burial Ground. It's right in the center of Center City, Philadelphia. And it's an amazing, very small graveyard of select people that were, buried there around that time. And interesting thing about Philadelphia, just a segue, is there's been many, many cemeteries that have been uncovered from digging for new projects, cemeteries that have been moved because of, in the 1800s, of course, it was a different situation. Less settlers around and less big cities, so to speak. And, those cemeteries and small graveyards and all had to be disinterred, unfortunately. And the folks that were buried there had to be moved to different locations, my relative being one of them. And maybe I'll do a story on that on this channel if anybody's interested. Let me know in the comments section. Fascinating story about one of my relatives from early Philadelphia. We go on to William Shakespeare, Walt Disney, but Find a Grave is a great website. You can join it yourself just by registering here, and you can become a member. And what that does is, if you want to contribute to this website with photos or research, you can get contacted by other members, and they will let you know what they're looking for. And then you go out and try to satisfy that with a photo, send it on to them, things like that. So Find a Grave, certainly one of the best websites, helping Ancestry tremendously, very much so. So check it out. Those indexes get updated all the time here on the Ancestry.com site, as well with a lot of other records, as we can see here. Norway Find a Grave Index, updated a couple of weeks ago. U.S. newspapers, obituary index, that gets updated all the time. Germany Find a Grave. Brazil, Mexico, and Sweden Find a Grave. So all those websites are being updated and added to the content here on Ancestry. So you get a ton of records at your disposal. And take it from me, from years ago, having to spend money on finding records, having copies made of them, just traveling and parking and all that other stuff, it all adds up. So before, years ago, that was the way you did your Ancestry, on foot, so to speak. And now it's been all updated and collected and added on here at different websites around the web, but certainly Ancestry.com is one of the biggies. So I just thought I'd bring this up around the holidays. It's a great time to do research. A lot of people are off work for some period of time around the holidays. And, hey, we have a week left for this whole year. So it's just a matter of sometimes setting some time aside to do this research on Ancestry, because it's time consuming. It can take up some of your time, and but it's fun and it's thrilling to find your family. If you have a Civil War relative, for example, or somebody that came over from a certain country and you didn't know about it, and all of a sudden you found out that you're related to, people you never knew about. So over here in the Ancestry results here. They're constantly updated as well. And with your ethnicity, as they get the process, so to speak, and the mathematics of it all down pat, comparing databases from other relatives that you may have, they give you your ethnicity estimate here, 76% as of this video. And if you've followed my other videos, and I brought this channel to its own video. I used to have 20 or 25 videos collected on another YouTube channel that I have. Maybe I'll try to import some of those videos over because they have a lot of views. But my DNA has changed over the years with this different processes and methods that Ancestry uses to figure this out. So as they become better, they can hone in on your specific area of the world that you're from and give you some tips. And these items here are interesting. My Scotland result has really blossomed and almost went out of control. But I never knew I had 17% of Scottish, and that kept going up. And there's some links here. Surprised by your Scotland result? Yes, of course I am. I can't link to too many people that I know from Scotland in my family. So it's more of, Ireland and England and places like that. But getting back to Scotland real quick, you can see this tip of France here. And sometimes relatives are traced back to these areas because these were waterways back in the old days of northern Spain. A lot of Spanish sailed up and discovered Ireland and ended up staying there. And it's interesting. This tip of France I haven't seen too much before in this link to my Ancestry. So, and then there's another service that actually has me at 2% Italian, which Ancestry does not show at all. So that's interesting there. And perhaps I'll post another video on that, comparing the services and where they have your DNA coming from. Well, I hope you like this video and subscribe to the channel because I got a whole lot of content I want to bring on here. I'm going to do at least 2 videos a month. I'm going to put myself down for that, maybe even some live streams. So please subscribe to the channel. You'll be able to get notifications when I go live if you want to join me into the conversation. Fabulous hobby of ancestry and DNA research. Have a happy, healthy New Year, everyone. Thanks for subscribing to the channel, and thanks for watching my content, and stay safe, everyone.